So the reason we're starting here on this screen, also welcome back to Sonic Adventure, is that at the end of the last episode, we triggered all the cutscenes that would immediately throw us into Speed Highway, which is Tails' last stage. I'm trying not to make these videos hyper long, so I didn't do Speed Highway, because after beating Speed Highway, we will be immediately tossed into the final boss, with no chance to, do anything else. So that's why we're here. So I'm going to let the cutscenes play out again, and then we'll basically finish the rest of Tails' story. Also, we're finishing Tails' story today, so look forward to that.
Here I come, Sonic. I see it. I've got to get it before Eggman. The fate of Station Square depends on me. Sonic! I've changed a lot since I've started hanging with Sonic. But I can't depend on him forever. I know I can do this by myself. Okay, Eggman, bring it on!
So yeah, in the last episode, Eggman launched a rocket after his whole last scheme failed. Also, I love the lines he has in this stage. He's caught up. Alright, bye Eggman. Alright, and now I just win. Speed Highway is a very easy stage with Tails. This is basically Sonic Speed Highway, but with a bunch of flight paths that make it very easy for Tails to completely eviscerate the level. I'm still in the air. But yeah, just use the flight paths to your advantage, and you will blast through this level like nothing. Also, we are now actually going in a different direction from Sonic Speed Highway. So from here on, it's the Tails show. But yeah, Eggman does not stand a chance. He is gone. It's over. But yeah, Eggman launched a rocket, and it was a dud, so he wants to go and detonate it manually. But we need to make sure that doesn't happen, so that's why we're doing this race now. But this is a very easy stage, even if we're not facing Sonic. I do like how it is different, though, how we're actually, doing not a rehash of one Sonic stages. Because this scenario is completely... Oh my god, these fucking cars. Because this scenario is completely different from what Sonic had to do. Also, this whole section right here at the end is totally different for Tails. Oh my god, I almost died. But yeah, just use the flight paths. Be careful to not die, and you will reach the missile just fine. Sure, I could have done this during the last video, but... I don't want these videos to be like an hour. And he didn't even get close to catching up. I don't know if he doesn't have the same rubber banding as Sonic, but wow. This is sad.
Oh no! It's Robotnik!
So you beat me to the missile, you little pest. I will make you all pay for this.
Get out of here!
You fool. Away, before I make mincemeat out of you.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I can do this.
And now it's time for the final boss, the Egg Walker. One thing I do like about this game is that each character basically gets their own final boss, instead of us having to refight certain other things. But the Egg Walker likes to fire missiles. His main gimmick is when you're beneath him, he will stomp the ground, so you have to tail spin whichever foot he stomps. He will drop bombs, and then the camera will have an episode. But yeah, you just want to be beneath him, so that way he does the stomp move. Once he does the stomp move...
Get a load of this! Get a load of this! No
Just jump into him. It is a very easy fight. And there's no you can lose literally because of bullshit scenarios. Ouch.
No way! I can't believe this!
There's no you can lose because of dumb shit scenarios. Like with the Egg Viper. So this should not be a difficult fight.
Get a load of this! Get a load of this! Get a load of this! No way!
The timing is a little strict, but oh my god, are you serious? Hit him! Hit him! Well, forget what I said! Apparently I can just find an instance where I can't just win! Ouch. Okay, hold on. Go, go, go.
No way! I can't believe this!
Did I literally just die on... Forget what I said earlier. Apparently I can find a losing scenario.
I can't...
Ignore that. That didn't happen. I don't know why his hitbox is just suddenly like, oh no, you're not hitting me.
I can't...
Like that. Alright, come on. This fight is a lot easier than the Egg Viper, though. So if you are struggling with the Egg Viper, you shouldn't have much trouble with this one. Unless that happens. The only other problem would likely be the camera.
Get a load of this! Get a load of... No way! I can't...
Alright, there we go. One more hit.
He's not gonna get away with this!
Like, the camera is probably your worst enemy.
Get a load of this! Get a load of this! Get a load of this! No way!
And he's dead! Just like that. Easy, boss. And that's it for Tails' story. We have saved Station Square.
Hey, I did it!
You saved the day! You're the best!
I did it all by myself.
When I'm alone in my chair, I just go about wishing I wanna be strong. I really wanna be trusted. When I'm alone in my bed, I just go about yearning. I wanna be cool. I also wanna be like him, but that's not something I can do so easily. This is not simply my way, my style. Gotta get a hold of my life. I wanna fly high so I can.
I do imagine that, like, canonically, I do believe that Tails' fight with the Egg Walker is happening while Sonic is at Lost World, and then from there, Eggman goes back to his base of operation where Sonic fights the Egg Viper. But, yeah, that was Tails' story. It was mostly just Sonic's story till the end, and I do like the end of Tails' story because it kind of highlights that Tails can't rely on Sonic forever, so he had to take care of business on his own. And we saw back on Skydeck that Eggman didn't even register Tails on his radar as a threat. He only looked at Sonic, while Tails was just kind of like the tag-along, who he didn't care about. But then Tails proved that he could fight Eggman just as well as Sonic. I think Sonic Adventure 2 highlights that more since Tails' only boss fights in Sonic Adventure 2 are Eggman fights. Eggman at the very least fights the Egg Golem in Dark Story, but meanwhile Tails only ever fights Eggman. So in a way, they're kind of like equals, especially since their gameplay styles are the exact same. Because, you know, they reduced the number of gameplay styles from 6 to 3. But we're not going to talk about that. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever play Sonic Adventure 2 on the channel. Especially since I've never actually finished Sonic Adventure 2 because I never beat Cannon's Core. Because the fucking Knuckles section. Childhood me never knew about the Air Necklace in Aquatic Mine, so I never beat Cannon's Core because Knuckles' Cannon's Core is just an underwater hellscape. And yeah, it sucks. I hate it. It's literally probably my least favorite part of the game overall. Sonic Adventure 2 was kind of jank like this game, but oh my god, underwater sections are awful in games that aren't Majora's Mask. Like, I don't know how they did it so well in Majora's Mask, but in this game it's just, ugh. But yeah, Tails' story, like, the only thing I don't like about Tails' story is that most of it is just retreading Sonic's story a second time. And if you're doing the stories in order, then you've already finished Sonic's story. So you're basically just replaying stages you already played, except shorter because Tails just nukes through them with this bullshit flying speed. Also, the Rhythm Necklace is practically useless since you only use it for one boss fight, and that's the Egg Walker. But I do like how Tails gets his own boss fight, his own final encounter with Eggman at the end of the game. Then, you know, just basically getting Sonic Sloppy Seconds. Speaking of which, someone's gonna get Sonic Sloppy Seconds. we're using that person next, and that's Knuckles. Press F for Knuckles. So, the end of Tails' story is probably the best part, though. Speed Highway having its own section exclusively for Tails was really nice, especially since you don't play Speed Highway at the same time as Sonic with Tails. So it really highlights, yeah, this is a totally different situation for what you've been doing for the rest of the story, which is just Sonic Story Light. The Egg Walker is far less offensive than the Egg Viper was. You can't get thrown into a I lose no matter what scenario. And overall, Tails' story is fairly short, especially compared to Sonic, and you might have the ability to unlock all the other characters through Tails' story, especially how much shorter it is. So, use that to your advantage if you want to unlock all the characters faster. But gee, I wonder what happened with that 7th Chaos Emerald. Surely there won't be many massive implications about that. You never know. Oh well. It's probably not important. But anyway, now that we've finished Tails' story, in record time, we can go back to the title screen after the game loads up. And next up on our hit list, we're going to take on Knuckles the Echidna. Oh boy, Knuckles. So Knuckles also has 5 stages, but his gameplay style is totally different. This is the part where we start getting into the wildly different gameplay styles. Tails is Sonic Light, but Knuckles actually has his own story with his own thing going on. So we're going to be seeing that next time. Also, I am definitely bringing up that meme version of Knuckles' theme because it's funny. So look forward to that next time when we start Knuckles' story. I'll see you then.